What's up, internet? Welcome to Cuphead part. Is it number 6? I think we're on number 6. So this time, this is the aisle 4. We did the Phantom Express and the Mermaid Cala Maria, which it's called. So the next boss is King Dice, and also secret. There's a secret coin back there. So there's a total of like 5 secret coins in the game. So these are our weapons. So I'm gonna go with roundabout and crack shot for now, and I'm gonna go with smoke bomb. No, actually I'm gonna go with a lobber. And we're gonna get super R2. So here we go. Level's called All Bets Are Off. Well, looky, you got all the soul contracts because we did all the bosses in normal mode. So after rule this, there's a 1, 2, and 3 that go, and you parry the dice to get a random one. And the ones with the heart on it means that you get an extra heart, which is actually really helpful. So this is the boss. It's a bunch of mini bosses. I'm normally used to playing this boss in expert mode, so it feels a lot slower. Eventually you guys are gonna have to do it on expert mode as well. Very close. And how to use the super, you throw the super and then you have to parry it. I mean, this boss is pretty simple if you know what to do and know how to dodge through the cigarettes. This boss's name is Mr. Wheezy. Also, this takes forever. See, did you see how long that took? And he gets stepped on by King Dice's foot. So, you notice that I have like a room detector. That's why it's changing colors on the background. I think the best one is 5, so 5 is a bunny rabbit. 4 is dominoes, and 6 is a skeleton that shoots presents. I think it's best to go with the 2 here, because since with the smoke bomb you could dash through skeleton heads, which you're gonna see later with this rabbit. See here, you could just dash through it if it's too much. Look, it's Roger Rabbit. Okay, I like to do Super R here, Super R2, so I could do as much damage as possible. You see, that was difficult. You had to have a fast reaction time for that. Alright. So I lost 1 heart on that Roger Rabbit. I don't know why I'm calling it that, I just like calling it that for this video. I could go 6 or 7. I think I'm gonna go with a... I think I'll go with a 7. I might have regretted that, but... well, I'm going with it anyway. This is easier with a smoke bomb, but this part is just torturous. And if you died at this fight, then she says, like, my dance is very Russian. This way, I like dashing. I'm gonna dash through it from now on. I mean, that fight is difficult, but it's like very short. I always lose to that fight anyway. Alright, so I have to get a 3 or a 1 because 1 is easy, but I'd rather get a 3. Oh, I got it. I thought I got a 1 there. Alright, I just have to get anything but a 1. Okay, there we go. So, this is the boss. This is King Dice fight. Like 4 lives to do it. No. My heart is beating. Alright, we actually defeated King Dice first try. Well, I was getting a little bit scared there, but it's fine. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Alright, we got an A. Or A minus. No, we got an A. That hasn't happened in a while. Alright, hold on. Okay, so the final boss in this whole entire game, I mean, there's a DLC, but in the story, is the devil himself. So, we have to find what weapons we should use. So, the best one is spread and charge for me. And we are missing a few weapons. We're missing the twist up and the converge. And I like going with Super Art 1 as well. So you don't have to copy this loadout. I just like doing this loadout. So this is the devil fight. Well, look how far you've come. Not only did you bust up for good for nothing, Lackey King Dice, but you have to hand them soul contracts. Yes or no. We have to say no so we actually complete the game. If you say yes, then you get an achievement, but we don't have time for that right now. Let's just defeat. We're just going to defeat the devil here. And this boss is actually very difficult, even on normal mode. Remember, it's L to switch weapons. I'm sure you guys know it by now. So we'll do this like goat attack where it'll attack with its feet. So just jump. And then it'll shoot a bunch of these balls. And there's a pink one you can parry as well. But it is still pretty difficult. And I lost a lot of lives. So it could turn into a dragon. And I think it's gonna do its goat thing again. That's tricky. And then we have to attack it more. And then it sends a lot of these guys. Wait, that was phase 1 already. I'm only at 1 HP, but this is the second phase where it just turns into a giant. Like Bowser in the games. And you have to dodge these axes, but you have to watch out for that. Do you see that thing coming from the sky? It goes in order of the platforms. Whoop. Here we go. I think that was a bad idea. I think I should have saved that, but it's fine. Alright, so this is phase number 3, which I think that's impossible at 1 life, but I'm gonna try and do it. Because this phase is just difficult. Oh! Yeah, that thing coming from the sky destroyed me. And I was only about halfway through phase 3. Phase 3 is the hardest phase to get through. Well, you could change your weapon in this screen. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know you could switch your weapon during the screen. But I feel like, what? I got a new weapon, but... Should I get a new weapon or no? I'm gonna stay like this, alright. Just cut the section out of the video. Alright, devil defeated. We got the king trophy. That's where you defeat all the bosses in Inkwell H 4. And you get an A ranking on it. That was a very fun fight. We got an A on that. So now let's read the credits. So that's like the normal story complete. The DLC that came out like 3 years ago. I'm gonna do that later. But the brothers, you could read all this stuff. That they burn the contracts, they run home, tell Dr. Kettle. They're gonna tell all the bosses. I don't know how the bosses become friends now. And they all celebrate us. The end. It looks like a cookbook, an old TV show, a cookbook or something, like Ratatouille. That movie, I don't know. So we got Soul Saved. So hold A if you want to skip all these credits, because these credits suck. Alright. So that's basically the end. My heart was actually beating at the end. My voice cracked so hard. My voice cracked as I said that. Jeez, there's so much credits. Finn. Okay. So, the game just starts over. Alright, so we defeated the two hardest bosses in the game. King Dice and the devil, his master or something, I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll continue the DLC later. But this is the end. I'll see you guys on the next gaming series. I know I haven't posted in a while, but that's because I've been doing like a lot of school stuff, and like I just got my braces off today. So it's been pretty sore lately, but I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And comment if you want. I don't know. See you guys next time.